The man's front door had never looked more inviting. Rain poured down in massive sheets, and he had the luck of stumbling about it right before he commuted home. As he fumbled for his keys, he was thinking about his wife and new child. The three of them had only been living in their houses for a few days. After all, the place was pretty cheap and had a ton of space. A nice home, 2 steady jobs, and a beautiful child. The couple couldn't have asked for much more. There they are, the man thought in relief as he walked in. Sitting in the living room, his wife attempted to placate a very fussy baby girl. "Hey, honey, she's been crying for close to 10 minutes, and I can't figure out what's wrong. Could you hold her for a second?" Before he could reply, his newborn daughter was thrust into his arms. Her name was Brooke. Only a couple of months old, she had her mother's sweet blue eyes, but her father's wide grin. Her father began to coo her. Almost instantaneously, she stopped her tantrum. "I think she just missed her daddy," the man reassured his wife. With a sigh of exasperated relief, she served dinner. The rest of the evening went rather uneventfully. The man and his wife set the baby to bed and watched a romantic movie, or what they could of it, at least. As the two were lying in bed that night, they heard a loud thud that jarred them from the pillow talk. "What was that?" The man's wife was greatly alarmed, thinking it was nothing. He tried to assure her that everything was fine. "It's only the house, dear. The place is old. It's going to settle here and there. Could you please check?" He just wanted to go back to sleep, but his wife was a persistent one. He knew that if he refused to check on things, he would only be pestered into doing it. Grabbing his robe, he set out to explore the house. None of the windows or doors had been breached. Every possession was in place, and no one was lurking outside. As the man was about to go to sleep, he decided to go check on his daughter. Just as he had suspected, Brooke was snugly tucked away under her blanket. Content with the state of the house, the man went back to bed and slept without any interruptions. "Honey?" the man's wife asked him shortly after the couple woke up the next morning. "Did you find it strange that Brooke didn't cry at all during her sleep last night?" All things considered, the man did think this was a little odd. Shrugging it off as nothing, he gave a rational explanation. "That warm milk must have done the trick. Don't worry. Tomorrow night she'll cry up a storm." While his wife was in the kitchen preparing breakfast, the man heard her blood-curdling scream nearly shake the house with its intensity. Rushing to see what was wrong, he was shocked to see what lay before his eyes. The smell emanating from inside of the oven was so sickening that it caused his wife to vomit. Beside the oven door, he noticed a small note. It read this in nearly illegible handwriting: "It wasn't the house settling."